Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be showing you how to carry on AD Udyr jungle with the Tiger Stance max first. The biggest upside to playing Udyr in this way is your 1v1s and invades are going to be a little bit stronger. The biggest downsides are your full clear and clears on multi-target camps are going to be slower. So if you plan on invading or you really plan on having gnarly 1v1s to the death, then you go for Tiger. If you plan on just full clearing, taking it easy, then Phoenix Stance is the way to go. If you want to learn how to play in Phoenix Stance, what to look for, what to do, just check out my other Udyr videos. I've done lots, the majority on Phoenix. This is our first Tiger for this season. So you start out, you get your Tiger ready, you click it to start the game. You're going to auto attack, then Q reset. Start with bot lane for the best leech possible, do both buffs plus 𝗕𝗀𝗶𝗶, and then you're going to invade. When you're level 3 with double buffs on Tiger Stance Udyr, you're actually extremely scary. Really not any champions that can solo you at that point if you start on top of them. So if you're in a bush and they essentially walk into you, they can't win. They just can't. And that's the plan, is to fight them on their top side buff. And since most junglers full clear or something close to that, we should be able to get there and wait for them, or at the very least walk in on them as they're doing it. Moving on to the 𝗕𝗀𝗶𝗶 here. We're going to stay in Tiger Stance. I'm not going to bother to stun him. He's almost dead anyways, and he heals you more the lower on health you are. We're going to go ahead and pop a refill. We want to be full health in this fight. We have 2 points in our Tiger Stance. Pop our oracles. Want to make sure we're not on wards. I'm going to go ahead and pop my other refill here. I have no clue who warded this. That is shocking to me that this was indeed warded. I think 𝗕𝗂𝗏. I thought, okay, so it seemed like 𝗕𝗂𝗏 was coming to defend this, but he's not. Got him with the stun. He's a goner. Down he goes. Here's Sylas. I don't want to have to deal with the Scion here. If Sylas stays, I'm going to have to leave. I don't know if he did or not. Okay, so he doesn't want to fight for it. That's actually exactly what we want. So we can take this and then pull back for 𝗕𝗂𝗏𝗃𝗏. I'm gonna have to, okay. I thought Sylas was coming over here because he disappeared for a second, but he's not. I want him to blow his abilities on Vex here. That's exactly what we wanted. Shoot that out, hit him with the stun. Into Tiger, he's a goner. I don't really want to steal those minions from her. At the same time, I kind of want to help her shove wave. It's also nice to leech as much XP as you can as the jungler, so you can keep your tempo up. Your ganks are stronger for all the lanes, and you can continue to solo the enemy jungler. 𝗕𝗏𝗏 is kind of low on health. Might be able to do something there. Let's see, okay, it's not warded. He doesn't have his dash, but he's playing pretty far back. Okay, there we go. That's exactly what we needed. Since his dash on cooldown, he should die there from our Tiger Stance dot overtime, damage overtime on the first auto attack. Plus our red buff burn. Down he goes. First item rush on Udyr jungle. You're usually looking for a Balmy Cinder. Then you're looking to get boots, and then you're going to keep building into your chem tank. Chem tanks are really important item for Udyr success on Tiger Udyr and on Phoenix Udyr. When you're walking around the map, make sure you're using your bear stance to get around there quicker. Chem tank allows your ganks to be successful, and it also allows you to consistently close distances, which is the weakest part of Udyr's kit because he doesn't have a single dash, flash, jump, or leap in his whole kit. So having that chem tank makes a huge difference. Usually after chem tank, you have to make the decision between damage or more mobility. And that completely depends on what the enemies have. So if they're not that mobile, then you can go for damage. If they are mobile, which I think they are, they have the Phased Rush Scion, the Sylas, and we're going to have to run down the Jhin. I think we'd be better off getting a Dead Man's after our chem tank. They're also very AD heavy. Their only AP champion is the Silas who's behind, so we can get an early armor stack. It'll be pretty good, I think. Why is this guy fighting me? I think he loses this. I'm not going to chase him, obviously, because his teammates are there. A little surprised he was willing to fight that. We're both the same level, but I'm Udyr and he's not Udyr, so you can't just raw sit there and fight me to the death like that. This guy does have boots. This is a huge wave. At least caught some of that XP. Got 2 of the minions. It's not good. It's not great to show yourself on the minimap, but all I had to really do was a gromp. Kind of want to take dragon here. Vex should have mid prio since Silas just back. She'll be able to shove it in. My bot lane has bot prio, which makes this dragon make some sense. It's still not the safest dragon in the world, but it feels very doable. Holy crap, are we taking some damage though? I do not remember dragon doing that much damage. I'm not going to invade the jungler here. I want to get my red buff. We can re-invade him on his red buff. We also lost so much HP from that dragon. Holy moly. You don't have to get a point in your turtle stance very early on. Usually just going to stay in tiger stance and use your bear stance to get around the map. We could look to reset once we can afford chem tank. And we'll go ahead and get this gromp. We need to get our HP back up. After blue gromp and a kill, we should be able to get chem tank, and then we'll start to spiral out of control. Once you have chem tank, your clears get very, very good. To where it's almost like you went Phoenix stance anyways at that point, because you can multi-take camps and take raptors really efficiently. Playing Udyr or tiger stance is basically just like playing Warwick. It's very, very similar. So for whatever reason, if Warwick's banned or you just want to mix it up, playing tiger stance Udyr is kind of identical in terms of thought process and pathing and solo potential. This is a weird Scion gank. I think Vex was trying to maybe bait it a little bit too hard there. Apparently Scion had vision on me there, which is kind of weird. Yeah, I do not know why he had vision of me, but he did. I don't know. He just was ready for that off a ward or something. I don't know if I can get to his red buff in time. We're about to find out. Hopefully Tryndamere didn't ward this bush. It could be normal warded. Yeah, it was warded. That's fantastic. Got it. Thank you very much, buddy. Oh no. No, not like this. Come on, baby. That's a shame. We got caught with our pants down, and we were obviously on a ward, even off the top side, because Scion had pulled off from the bush. He pulled away. He's trying to kite it away. Stop hitting it. That's a shame. At least we can afford our chem tank. Our ganks are about to get a lot better. We'll go gank bot lane. Their wave's shoving up right now. They have more minions. Jhin has only tier 1 boots. We'll try to kill him. He does have cleanse. Tryndamere shoved up. We could just play for Dragon Soul. I think their team outscales us a little bit though. I mean, Lucian scaling's pretty bad. So Lily is scaling, maybe not. Lily is pretty good against melee champs, even late game. I'll wait till after the knockup, then I'll stun, and then he's dead. We just had to save our stun until after all the blitz CC ended so we could stagger it properly. Tiger stats for the bonus attack speed, and then we run off. Our CS score really isn't that bad for how much we've been moving around the map. 60 CS 10-minute mark is reasonable. It's not too low. There's Scion. What's he doing over here? I do not know. 𝗕𝘂𝐀𝐋𝐿's on cooldown. Finding gank here isn't going to be that easy. We need Silas to go in for Vex here. Alright, there it is. Good bait by Vex. As long as she can stay alive, it's a bait. Scion with the big R. Stunned him out of that. And he is a goner. I'm going to stun him. Bonk. And I'm going to run away. Later, Scion. I'll go ahead and grab Dragon here in a second. Set was near Dragon, so I didn't want to give him vision of me. In fact, if Dragon's warded, we're not really going to be able to take it. Jin's pulling back, otherwise we could gank that with our 𝗕𝘂𝐀. We're going to swap from Tiger into Turtle, so whenever we use our third strikes, like right here, we'll use the third one, then swap. We use the third one, then swap. So just because it comes up doesn't mean you should necessarily use your next ability. You should also take into account your third empowered strike as well. Because if you're throwing that away right once you get to it, just to swap, you're missing out on a lot of value. His blue buff's coming up. I think I should be able to fight him. Udyr does quite well against champions that can't kite him out. Plus, we can always just bear stance to stun him out of his Q channel. Makes it very hard for him to use his main ability. Oof, big Silas pick. Sion's top side. I could go kill Silas here. Just need him to step up a little bit. I need to go get this Herald. We're gonna have to end this game, I believe. I don't want to risk taking this like ultra late game on Udyr. That can get kind of dicey. We're gonna have to 𝗕𝘂𝐀 now. Once we're like 2 Lux snares away, 2 or 3 Lux snares. Back into the bear. Even with his hourglass, it is not enough. We're able to pinch him. And he's a full item too. When we fought him there, it's not like he's behind. He's like full health. He's got a full item. And he had hourglass. I'm pretty happy with that. And he's Conqueror. I mean, come on. Lethal Tempo is the best solo keystone in the game for the most part. And then Conqueror's number 2. So he even has a decent keystone. I think I can solo Jin here. Please don't be warded. Thank God. I'm gonna ghost kind of early. Just want to get on top of this guy, dude. After he comes out of my stun, I'm gonna red smite him. Down he goes. I could actually, I guess, leave this. I should have left those melees in the wave. Would have kept pushing into my teammates. From this side, it's actually gonna push towards them because our wave reinforces first. Against their team, they are, like we talked about, full AD, except for Silas, so we'll go for plated into Deadman's. Udyr's biggest weakness in his kit that we can fill through items is his huge lack of snappy mobility, instantaneous gap closing ability, which is helped covered up by Deadman's Force of Nature and 𝗕𝘂𝐀. All of the above. Without them, you just have to pray to God they're dumb enough to fight you mano a mano. And most of the time, they're not dumb enough to do that. In those situations, you just end up split pushing with Hullbreaker, which can work. Still, you're not that fast without the right items. I'm coming for you, Jin. Never mind. Stop chasing. We'll go say hello here in a second to him as he shoves that wave, so we can have a little bit more distance to run him down. He has tier 2 boots at this point, so he's not that slow. Really hoping this push isn't warded. It would be nice if my teammates would just buy control words so I can approach without giving it away that I'm here. Yeah, this is probably worded. I have no clue why Set's here. He rushed dead man's. It's annoying. It's pretty tanky. I'm gonna have to rush some 𝗕𝘂𝐀𝐋𝐒 myself. Silas. Whoa, my goodness. Holy moly, that Vex damage was impressive. Come on, Blitz. You're running the wrong way, buddy. Oh my god, why? Dude, I must have been on a ward that whole time, no joke. I am not voting yes. I'm gonna leave this in the corner. I can't believe Sion was actually just sitting there in the bush. That's pretty frustrating. They might get the dragon out of that. That sucks. It is what it is. I'm gonna reset, get a chain vest, and I'm gonna buy control words because somebody has to. Usually as a jungler, you lay your control word, not to sound ridiculously obvious, but you lay your control word to maximize value. So sometimes if you feel like you're gonna get invaded a lot, you'll lay it hyper defensively to give yourself really good information. We're not gonna get invaded by this matchup. So in this case, we just want to lay it on the lane we're gonna constantly come back to. So we lay it towards the back of this tri-brush because supports these days, they don't think they have to buy control words. Support is the most babied, overpowered role in the game. Every single season it gets buffs to cheaper items, stronger items, more wards, cheaper wards, this, that, the other. And I feel like supports as a whole don't really improve. They just kind of, I feel like the role just attracts or to some degree creates a certain mindset of autopilot to where it's like, come on dude, you don't have to really last hit, not having to really think about much, just buy a control word. It makes it a million times easier to get successful ganks, which helps you win the game. There's nothing to do over here, what the heck. Since neither of them are buying control words, basically none of my ganks are successful down there. Nice job by Vex. I'm going to stay mid and shove. I can't help them. I just can't do it. Nice. I'm not going to bother to turtle stance it. There's no need. We'll just stay tiger stance. That juicy attack speed. If you do really want to split push, you should really consider getting a Tiamat. Tiamat helps Udyr split push immensely. Yeah, I'm not going to have time to get this Herald. We're going to have to win this game through Drag Soul, I think. Oh, no, I'm out of here. I'm tired of dying like 1 versus 3. It's really frustrating. Why are you over here, Set? You dirty, raw, and mouth breather. There's 3 of them right here. What is this? I was fighting 3 of them, and now I'm fighting like 3 different people. These guys are giga grouping right now. And I do not like it. Sion should push into my jungle. Might not realize that I'm oh, looks like he does realize. Looks like he's going for it. My ghost and chem tank on cooldown, so I can't do a whole lot to this gen. Very minimal I can do to him while I lose my whole topside jungle. Yeah, we might have to split push this game. Team fighting is going to be so hard. It's going to be so difficult. So difficult. I get some heal cut. Yeah, the Scion AoE, Silas AoE, Set AoE, and there's technically some Jhin AoE. So much. That's what Udyr and other mobile melee champions really don't like, is just massive AoE nonsense. Big fight going down bot side. My teammates have the person advantage. I don't know if it's going to be enough though. Their team is mobile enough to catch up is the thing. So even if you feel like you have a pick, like a Jhin or the Dead Man Set or Scion R, they're all going to be able to catch up. Like, this kind of feels like a bad fight for me here. Got him. I guess it is a good fight. I didn't see it going that well. Come on. Oh man. Alright, we're actually starting to get kind of strong. If they don't hard CC us and we're allowed to actually auto attack, can rip through them pretty quick. Dragons coming up. I think that should be free since some of them are spawning in even after. Should have enough time to shred it. It's a good thing about Tiger Udyr. He does take solo objectives faster than Phoenix Udyr. With all of this being said, with all of this me hyping up Tiger Udyr, obviously Phoenix Udyr is much more consistent since it has the AFK power farm option or full clear into gank option, which is just free low. So if you're looking for a more consistent carry for Udyr, definitely playing Phoenix stance instead of Tiger stance. Tiger stance is much more hit or miss. Ooh, gross. Why are you guys all here? There's 3 of them on a blue buff. Some kind of freaky stuff going on over there. Well, I don't think blue buff's down for what's going on over there. Freaking 3 of them. And heck, I was the 4th. Trindamere, I'm coming for you, boy. Oh my god, why? Why? I'm gonna have to stun him, get him off my team. They're grouping so hard and throwing their full loads on me, which I'm flattered, but it's not very fun. I don't like getting those fat loads on me. It is not my thing, I'm afraid. Oh, they quit. That's all they had in them. That's kind of funny. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little 80 Tiger Stance Max Udyr gameplay commentary guide. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is kingstixbusiness. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.